Hello everyone, welcome to Design and Analysis of Algorithms Lab. So here we are going to discuss, or in this lecture we are going to discuss lab experiment number 12, design and implement in Java to find all the Hamiltonian cycles in a connected undirected graph Z of n vertices using backtracking principle. So before going to implement, we'll see the some theoretical part about the Hamiltonian cycle. So these are the contents we are going to cover here: brief history, definition, algorithm, example, application. So history will see here the Hamiltonian cycle was named after Sir William Rowan Hamilton, who is invented a puzzle game called Icosian game, which involved hunting for a Hamiltonian cycle in 1857. To solve this puzzle or win the game, one had to use the pegs and string to find the Hamiltonian cycle. To find out the Hamiltonian cycle, it is a closed loop. We have to define the closed loop that visited every hole exactly once. And the solution for this game is shown in the one diagram here. Example, there are 20 holes and it is going to connect all the holes one after another, and it is going to start from, and there is a closed loop. If you see, or if you start traveling from any of the hole, again we will come back to that same hole here. This is about the brief history about the Hamiltonian cycle, and we'll see the definition here. A Hamiltonian cycle is a closed loop on a graph where every node is visited exactly once. Then what is a loop here? A loop is just an edge that joins a node to itself. So a Hamiltonian cycle is a path traveling from a point back to itself, visiting every node in a route. This is called as a closed loop here. And if a graph with a more than one node has a Hamiltonian cycle, then we call this graph as a Hamiltonian graph here. This is about the definition. We'll see the algorithm here now. This is the algorithm to find out the cycle. Input node of the graph here, nodes of the graph. Output true when where there is a Hamiltonian cycle, otherwise it is false. Begin. If all nodes are included, then if there is an edge between the node k and 0, then you return true, else return the false after including all the nodes of the graph in the array. For all the vertex v except starting point, do if e is valid v comma k, then add v into the path. Otherwise, if cycle found k plus 1 is true, then return true. Otherwise, remove v from the path. Done. This is a loop we are executing. These are the statements we are repeating here till you visit or visit exactly once all the nodes in a graph here. Else return false, and this is the end of the algorithm. Once we see the algorithm, we will see one example here how actually we are finding the Hamiltonian cycle. The graph here A, B, C, D, E, F. There are 6 vertices in the graph, and we are going to define here. How to find out the Hamiltonian cycle? You start with the A. We have started A to B, then we have started B to C, then C to D, D to E, and E to F. If you want to go back to the A, we are going to visit B again. But in the Hamiltonian definition, we are going to visit the nodes exactly one. So it is a end here, dead end. So it is a no correct solution. We'll go to the another way of, or another way to find out the solution. We'll start with again A to B, then B to C, then C to E, and C to F. But we can go to D to A, but there is a no cycle, Hamiltonian cycle. Cycle exists, but it is not a Hamiltonian, but because F is not visited here. This is a not again correct solution. You have reached the dead end. You go for another way, that is A to B, B to C, then C to E, C to F. Again, there is a no solution. You reach to the dead end. Stop here. Go for traversing another way. That is A to B. Then you go to B to F. Then F to E, E to C, then C to D. Then we can go A to A. This is a way of finding the cycle, Hamiltonian cycle. Or you can also go with another way, that is A to B, then B to F, B to E, B to D, D to C, sorry, E, D and C to A here. This is another cycle we can find out here, or else you can go with another way of finding the path, that is A to D, D to C, C to E, F, B, A. So these are the some possible cycles we can find in this graph here. Like this way we can traverse here from the node A to remaining all vertices and again reaching back to the same node. After knowing this solution, we will go to the next topic, that is the application of the Hamiltonian cycles. Of the Hamiltonian cycles are there. It has a real applications in such diverse fields as a computer graphics, electronic circuit design, mapping, genomes, and operation research. These are the different application or fields where we can use a Hamiltonian cycle. One of the example or instant example of the mapping genomes. And mapping genomes, scientists must combine many tiny fragments of genetic node code called reads into one single genomic sequence called as a superstring. This can be done by finding the Hamiltonian cycle or Hamiltonian path where each of the reads are considered nodes in a graph and each overlap is considered to be an edge. This is the one application example you can see here. In much of the less complex application of exactly the same mathematical, school districts uses the Hamiltonian cycles to plan the best route to pick up students from across the district. Here students may be considered as a nodes and the paths between them edges, and the bus wishes to travel a route that will pass each student's house exactly. Some other applications also there of the Hamiltonian cycles. I will tell you one of that, that is traveling salesman problem. There we are going to find out the path from source to source. From here he has started traveling, he can come back to the same route by visiting all the cities in a graph or in a map with a minimum cost. There we are finding a cycle, but the cycle should have a minimum weight or a minimum cost. These are the some examples where we are going to consider for the applications of the Hamiltonian cycles. Thank you. Now we'll see the program here. After knowing the concepts of Hamiltonian cycles, we'll go for implementation. So here we have written this program under the package B41, and this is a header file. We are including importing all the utilities of Java. This class name public class Hamiltonian, and this is the main function. These are the variables we are using in this program. The variable is cost of two-dimensional array cost, variable n, which is going to contain the number of vertices. X is a array used for defining the path or a cycle from source vertex to source vertex, and this is a statement used for defining the object in of type class scanner system.in to read the input. We are using this scanner statement. This is a statement we are using to define the cost matrix, and we are assigning the memory of size 10 by 10, means 10 rows 10 columns we are assigning here. And here we are asking the user to enter the number of nodes, and that whatever the value entered is going to be stored into the variable n. And then next we are going to ask the user to enter the adjacency matrix, and these are the for loops I is equal to 1 and j equal to 1 to n, and we are going to enter the value, that is in dot next int will be initialized to ij, and we are initializing all the values of I is equal to 0, because 0 indicates it is the vertex is not reachable still. After reading, we are going to make the vertex 1 is reachable, that is 1, x of 1 is equal to 1 in the x array. Then we are going to find out the Hamiltonian cycle by invoking the function Hamiltonian cycle cost matrix we are passing, and the x we are passing to n. These are the variables we are going to pass to the function Hamiltonian cycle to compute the cycle is, or to display the cycles, possible cycles in the given graph here. So this is the header function. of the function public static void Hamiltonian cycle. Int cost, int x is array, int k and int n. And while true, it is going executing till you reach to the last node or source. Back to the source, we are going to execute this algorithm. So here we'll see how it is going to be compute the cycle. And this is a function we are using to know the next node in the graph. Next node, and it is going to get the next node in the graph by executing. Then the program control will transfer to the function get node. And here we are passing the cost matrix, adjacency matrix, x array, int k and int n. So here it is going to stop the execution of the code after returning the if there is a no nodes present or no next nodes in the graph here. If x of how to get the next node here? If x of k is equal to x of k plus 1 modulus of n plus 1, and if x of k equal to 0, then you return the node because it is not visited still. Otherwise you have to verify is there an edge exist also. You have to verify the is there edge exist in the node. Cost of x of k minus 1, x of k is not equal to 0, is there an edge, means it is there an edge in the graph. Then for j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to k minus 1, j plus plus. If x of j is equal to x of k, you stop the execution of this loop and you verify the condition if j equal to k, and if k is less than n or k is equal to n, and cost of x of n and x of 1 is not equal to 0, then you return that node to the Hamiltonian cycle function. Once you get the node this, you go for continuing the code, execution of the code here. If the return node, that is k, is equal to n, then you have to go on displaying the path cycle or a closed loop in a given Hamiltonian cycle or in a given graph. After displaying, else if the value of k is equal to not equal to n, then it will go for the else part and it will recursively go on calling the function Hamiltonian cycle by passing the cost matrix x and by increasing the value of k by 1 and n. This will go on continuing till you find out all the closed loops, or you can call it as a Hamiltonian cycles in a given graph. This is the program we are using to generate the possible Hamiltonian cycles. How the Hamiltonian cycles are going to be generated, we are going to consider the example, and this is the output of the program here. We'll see the output here. We are going to enter the number of nodes. We are going to enter 5 nodes here, and we are going to define the adjacency matrix. At that time also we are initializing the x array to 0. So here if you see how we are going to define the adjacency matrix, if there is a edge from node to node, we are going to define as a 1. If there is a no edge, then you define as a 0. There is a no edge from 1 to 1, means if there is like this, then we can say it is a edge here, means 1 to 1. But there is a no edge from 1 to 1, we will initialize it as a 0. There is a edge from 1 to 2, add 1. There is a no edge from 1 to 3, add 0. There is a edge from 1 to 4, add 1. There is a no edge from 1 to 5, add 0. Like this, we will go for the another node, vertex 2. There is a edge from 2 to 1, you add it as a 1 in the graph, and there is a no edge from 2 to 2, 0. 2 to 3 there is a edge 1, 2 to 4 there is a edge 1, 2 to 5 there is a edge, you add it as a 1. So we have added all next elements in the matrix 1 1 1. So like that you go to the next vertex, which is that 3. So check it here, 3 to 1 there is a no path edge 0, 3 to 2 there is a edge, add 1 here, and remaining 3 to 4 and 3 to 5 there is a no edge, you add 0, and 3 to 5 there is a edge, 3 to 1, 3 to 3 and 3 to 4, 3 to 1 there is an edge, add 0 0, 3 to 2, 3 to 5 there is a edge, add 1 1. So like that we will go to the next vertex, which is that 4. There is a edge from 4 to 1, add 1, 4 to 2, add 1, 4 to 3, 0, 4 to 4, 0, 4 to 1 there is a edge, add 1 here. 4 to 1, 1, 4 to 2, 1, 4 to 3, 0, 4 to 4, 0, 4 to 5, 1. So like that you go on adding the values in the 5th row, first column, 5th row, second column, 5th row, third column, 5th row, fourth column, 5th row, 5th column here. Like this way we are going to enter the adjacency matrix for a given graph. So after giving input, we'll go for finding the Hamiltonian cycles here. So for a given graph, which are the possible cycles exist? Just see the diagram here. There is a cycle exist from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, then 3 to 5, then 3 to 4, and 4 to 1. This is the one cycle exist in the graph. And like that, there is another cycle exist in this graph. Just see here, 1 to 4, then 4 to 2, then 4 to 3, 4 to 5, sorry, clear this, just check it here, 1 to 4, 4 to 1 to 4, 4 to 5, 4 to 5, 5 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. This is another cycle exist in the graph. The program will display the possible cycles exist in the graph like this way. This is about the Hamiltonian cycles, and the applications also we have seen, and the algorithm also we have discussed. Now this is the end of this implementation of the Hamiltonian cycles with undirected graph Z with n number of vertices. Thank you.